Welcome back, people. We got some more Fishing Planet for you guys here again today. We are in Blue Crab Island. We are playing on iOS. I also play on PC, on Steam and on PS5, and I'm max level on both accounts. I plan to get to max level on this account on iOS. Been playing this game for a little over 6 years, and the last video that we did of heading over into Blue Crab Island, I spent an absolutely insane amount of money, over $500,000 cash. I spent and I brought a new boat. We bought a bigger net, and yeah, it was a little bit expensive, but it was worth it because now we are here in Blue Crab Island, and I'm able to earn a serious amount of cash back, or at least that's my plan. So we start the engine up. Let's move forward here. Use the left and right arrows there to turn. So anytime I do live streams, I'll always use a face camera mic, but for videos I randomly hit record, and that's how we always get those awesome video clips. Of course, if you're new to the channel, we do have a playlist of Just Fishing Planet where we've completed all fish missions, all fish monster missions, and showing you guys hot spots, how and where to catch certain fish, and all of the good stuff that you guys want to see. Nearly 400, in fact I think this probably will be the 450 video that I've put on Just Fishing Planet, so a serious amount. And obviously sometimes we show new games, old games, pre-order games and stuff, but my main game is Fishing Planet, and when those new updates come out, of course I'll let you guys know about it, and I'll always live stream the face camera mic, getting into those new lakes, completing new missions and showing you more hot spots. That's a good reason to hit that subscribe button if you're new, or even if you enjoy Fishing Planet. Couldn't give you a better reason. And of course, leave your comments below. I try my best to respond to every single comment. Smack that like button if you're enjoying Fishing Planet. I'm heading down now. Let's pull out the map here. I'm heading down this way, and I'm going to see if there's any of the speckled bass around here today. Now you can catch this on a lure, but you can also catch it on bait. So for this video I think I'm going to give bait a go, and if not much happens, then I will end up changing to the lure. We'll see how it goes. This boat though, it's going to be the first time that I catch a fish on this boat. I haven't used this boat for fishing at all yet, so I think the spot was around about here, kind of around about here. Alright, so we're gonna, I don't really need to drop the anchor actually, just leave the anchor. So we hit the rod. In fact, actually I probably am better off anchoring, because this boat does not have a trolling motor. So let's drop the anchor, hit the rod. I should have brought the other Gary Scott boat, it's got a trolling motor, but oh well, we live and learn, never mind. Bit too late for that now. Let's cast out there. There we go. So the hot spots that I show, it doesn't matter if I'm showing you on PC or whether I'm showing you on iOS, or it doesn't matter what platform I'm playing on. It will work the same for Xbox, it will work the same for Android. It doesn't matter what platform. Wherever I'm catching fish on Fishing Planet, you'll catch fish in exactly the same spot using exactly the same setup as me. Now I will show you this rod setup. Most of you guys have seen this before, but I will show you it anyway. Well, there you go, we got lucky straight away. Don't think it's a very big fish though, but let's have a look, see what's the first one to visit us in this lake. It's going to be a gar, isn't it? Yeah, long-nosed gar. Okay, right, well, throw that in the bag. That's not bad, just over 6.5 pounds. That's pretty decent. Well, let's have another cast there. So I know shiners are going to draw in other fish as well, but I'm alright with that. Let's have a quick look though. I think it could be small minnows that they prefer. I'm glad I'm about to show you this, because it's a good little tip that not everybody looks at. So peak times is here. As you can see, I'm kind of just coming off a peak time, so I might take time forward possibly. But if we go to fish species, it tells you what type of fish what types of bait they do prefer. So we can get butterfly, peacock in here. Now all of these fish I have shown videos before on PC and on PS5, PS4, how to catch these. So as I said, you could always look through the playlist. The southern flounder is definitely the hardest one. but I have had it before. Yeah, small minnows is what I thought. So it says preferred bait, small minnows, large minnows as well, and shiners, but small minnows is the favourite. And you can use different types of lures there. So I'm going to go over, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. So let's equip some of those. And then we go back. So now I put on the small minnows. Let's cast that back out there. Kind of around about 80-ish foot. Something like that I'm looking for. Or close to that. Yeah, there you go. 80 foot. That'd do the job. And of course, for the rod setup, I did show it when I was putting on the bait. You could have always paused the video if you want. But don't worry, I will show you the rod setup again. And of course, I will pull the map out as well. Just so that way you're able to see exactly whereabouts I am. I've shown this spot before, but it's pretty nice to play on iOS because on the PC sometimes I've always got to sit in my chair. And obviously I spend most of my life in my chair. Continuous putting out videos daily and lots of edits and all that kind of stuff. But the one thing I do want to say as well is we are so close. By the time this video comes out, we might have maybe even hit it, possibly. But if not, we are insanely close to 10,000 subscribers. And that for me is an achievement of itself. I don't know why, but for me, for YouTube, I always wanted, my YouTube goal was to hit at least a minimum of 10,000 within the time of me doing YouTube, and we are insanely close to that. As I said, by the time this video comes out, maybe we might even be at 10,000, but we're very close to 10,000 subscribers. And if you're one of those subscribers and you support me, I appreciate it. Thanks for being part of the bubbles team. This is not a big fish again, but it's still a fish. Let's see what we got. I didn't take time forward neither. Okay, both in. So let's take time forward real quick. So to do that, next to the hand we press day, and then we hit that peak time right there and press forward, and there you go. Now we're at a peak time. Now peak times, you want to kind of fish peak times quite a lot, because peak times are the times where the fish are going to be around that little bit more. It does look really good on iOS. I am playing on an iPhone 11 as well, just for anyone who was interested in what I'm playing. If you try playing Fishing Planet yourself, there's a little bit glitchy, it's not running smooth, or something isn't right. I have made a video in our playlist of graphics settings on iOS, and it will work again the same for Android. If you don't have a very new phone, you can adjust the graphics settings to make the game run a lot more smoother. And obviously people have said about their phones getting really hot again. You can put the fan on. Taking your phone out of its phone case makes a humongous difference as well. When you're playing this, sometimes your phone can get a little bit on the hot side. And I have had mine even come up once before saying to me that it was too hot. I needed to wait for my phone to cool down before I used it. But apart from that, as I said, now I leave the fan on, I leave it out the case. It doesn't get that hot anymore. I haven't got that problem. And I got the graphics settings set out just right. So again, have no problems there. Looks like I'm getting a few bites over there. I keep seeing the water stirring up a little bit. We got a 4/0 hook on here. Really, I needed a 5, but I don't have a barbless 5, I don't think, so that's why I went for the 4/0. It doesn't matter, I am using the X series hook, of course, but you don't have to use the X series hook yourself. As long as you're using a 4/0 barbless hook, 4/0 hook, that's fine. Them speckled bass are really hiding out there. Let's have a look on the map real quick, just to show you guys exactly whereabouts we are. So that's where we are. So we started off over that way, and we drove through. It's kind of dark blue there in the middle. We drove through there, and then we come down. As you can see, I'm highlighted down here in gold. Oh, in gold, just there. That's where I'm at. All right, let's put the map away, and I'll quickly show you the rod setup that I'm using, just in case you haven't seen any of the other videos. So that's the rod setup that I'm using right now. Again, you probably don't need you could do this with a bottom sniper rod. You don't really need an insanely strong rod to catch these speckled bass, because they only go up to, I think, around about 20-ish pounds. So yeah, you don't need an insanely strong rod for this. I'm just hoping I can try grab at least one speckled bass just before we end the video. So when I'm playing on iOS as well, I do try my best. I think there's only been one time that I've made an edit, and that one time was when I'm playing and I'm recording. If somebody ends up texting me, I then have to restart the video, or if somebody rings me, it stops the video completely. Then I have to do the video all over again, which sometimes I'm not able to do that. So I've only ever made one edit on iOS, but as you can see here, I'm fishing real time, no edits. I haven't changed no graphics settings or anything like that. I got them set as how I showed you guys before, and the game is running perfectly smooth, and it does look really good. Look how beautiful. Blue crab. I can't believe I finally got a boat as well. To finally have a boat makes the whole world of difference. And when you're in blue crab, to be honest, if you can't afford the Gary Scott boat, and then the next best one would be the dinghy. If you can't afford that, the next one after that, which I would probably recommend, which is a lot cheaper, is a boat with, it's just a little small boat with an engine. You definitely want something with an engine in this place. If you're using a kayak, it's going to take you an insanely long time to get anywhere. Of course, if you don't have much cash, and then you're going to have no choice to go with the kayak, or even fishing off the dock. Striped bass and tarpon are there as well, so I guess you could always build up a little bit of cash until you're able to get a boat. Blue Crab Island, though, there's some absolutely great hot spots that I've shown in this place before, and I'm probably going to show you a few more of those spots once again, just because obviously now we're on iOS, so we're not having much interest there now. I think the best time really for the striped bass, I think it was early morning, but at a peak time. I don't think, let's have a look at the next. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay, perfect. There's a peak time at 5 AM. Oh wow, look at that. Am I glad that I changed that now? Yeah. That looks good. I'm actually quite surprised how smooth, how perfect this game runs on iOS. And again, it will run very good as well on Android, all depending on what type of phone you got and what type of settings. But I did end up buying premium just to help me out a little bit. Catching fish is always my thing. Yeah, as I said, I'm addicted to this game, so I buy premium sometimes for the iOS, sometimes I buy it for the PS5, and then I always get it yearly for the PC. So for me, playing this game out of my real pocket sometimes can get a little bit expensive. And of course, bait coins, I spend my real cash on bait coins. But if you just fish night times, you don't then need a bait coin like I did to jump days forward. I just do that just because when I'm making videos or if I'm live streaming, I can just make it that little bit quicker, because there's nothing more frustrating than sitting there waiting for someone to catch a fish for a long time. It can be, yeah, it can be a little bit of a strain sometimes. And it looks like it's one of those, because, oh, I jumped to, why am I at 7? Oh, I must have did it wrong. I jumped to 7 PM. I'm sure I clicked forward time. Oh, I did click forward time. I was meant to jump to next day. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not waiting 30 seconds. There you go. Next morning. That's what I meant to press. Oh, gosh. Nobody saw that. Don't worry. Alright, let's go again. So I'm definitely going to catch some striped bass in this place, and that I'll make a different video on. And I'm also going to be going for some tarpon as well. I definitely want to get some tarpon. I'm interested to see how well this heavy chase is going to stand up against the tarpon in this place. It's been a long time since I fished for tarpon. I think the last place actually was in Florida, in Everglades, and they ain't as big in Everglades as what they are here in blue crab. So I definitely am going to be catching some tarpon. We'll make some separate videos of that, and snook and stuff. Again, there's all different hot spots for that, so we're going to have plenty more videos to come for iOS. I think the new max cap level is 55. I am level 54, so I've got a little bit of a grind to go. All right, come on. One speckled bass we need to show the people. I don't think that is. No, boofing. That's all right. We can make it a little bit longer. Sometimes when I make these videos, sometimes I'll try and make videos for around about the 8 to 10 minute mark, but then sometimes I do run it on a bit longer, because sometimes some people like those short video clips, but then some people like the long video clips where they can just kind of sit back and relax and watch what you're doing, and then obviously try it themselves and see how it goes. I've got some interest there again as well. So we tap beside that rod there that's kind of bent over. We hit the plus sign there. We can zoom in and out like that, which is nice. Sometimes you can actually see the hit when the fish do take it. It's even better like that if you're using a lure. You can then use a top water lure like a popper, and you reel it in here. Cool. Wow, it's great. You see the fish actually come to the surface and snap onto your lure. That looks really good. Alright, well, looks like we are running a little bit on the slow side there. There you go, we've got a bit of interest again, I think, maybe. See the water stirring up a little bit. Yeah, there you go, we got some interest. Alright, this is going to be the last one, even if it's not a speckled bass, just because I don't want to consume the video too long and bore you guys. But as I said, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on the next one. That is another good long-nosed gar. I can't believe that. Yeah, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on the next one. And it's what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish. Actually, no, do you know what? I'll get one more. That is it. One more. We'll get one more fish, and then I'll end the video. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. I think next I'm going to go for... Yeah, I think we go for some snook next, and then after that, we'll then move on to striped bass. And I think I'm going to leave the tarpon to the last one, because the tarpon is the main one that I'm looking forward to, and hopefully you guys are as well. We're at 80 foot. Really, I should set a marker there. In fact, that's what I'll do. The next fish that I catch, I'm going to set a marker, just so that way if you guys want to come fish this spot. Now, even though I've had quite a few gar here, as I said, there is definitely the striped bass here. Oh, this could be more. Yeah, this could be it, maybe. Go on. It was it. I saw it. It was like an orangey type colour, and I see it come off. I saw it in the water there. I'm even going to go back and re-watch that video, to be I am going to go back and re-watch it. I'm sure that was definitely... Let's reel into about 80 foot there. A little bit more. There you go. Yeah, I'm sure that definitely was a speckled. It looked like a kind of red colour. A deep dark colour. Yeah, and that's the colour the speckled bass are. So I'm sure that one was, but unfortunately it was so small that the rod's too strong that I had too much slack. My fish got off. I'll zoom in again, see if we can... Well, there's no point in me zooming in, actually. I can't actually see the fish take it. I can see it stir up the water a little bit. So as what I do when I'm like this, I look. So at the very bottom in the middle, we've got the first part is the reel, durability. The second is the rod. Then the third there, we got the leader, and obviously the line as well. Now above that bar, you can see it's highlighted green there. As soon as I see green, I hit that strike button. That means that we got some interest. All right, let's see. Is this gonna be a speckled? Oh, I don't know. Butterfly. No, there you go. Speckled peacock. We finally caught one. All right, let's go to camera mode. Let's have a look at that. There it is. That looks good. Nice. All right, so I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Keep an eye out for the next one coming. Well, the video tomorrow will be Fishing Planet, so make sure you're subscribed. I upload daily, sometimes Fishing Planet, sometimes new games, old games, pre-order games, all different types of stuff. But Fishing Planet is my main one. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.